Hey there, it's Trisha, and I wanted to go over a couple things from today, Wednesday, October 21st. If you're interested in the setups or finding out a little bit more about them, you can go to www.easyemintrade.com. And a reminder that the webinar is tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, and there are a couple spots left, so if you want to get a little bit more information about that, you can go to the website as well. If it works out, I'll try and do one a month. So, this time there were a lot of people that were interested, so we'll see if it continues that way. If there are a lot of people wanting to get together in the evening, then I'll continue to do maybe one a month. So we'll just play it by ear. Would also like to remind everyone who purchased the ebook in the past, I did send out a link to everybody over the weekend so they could download the revision with the additional setups in it, which are working out really well, by the way. I'm really excited by them, really pleased. So if you didn't get the link, then please shoot me an email and I'll be happy to send you the link so you can download the most recent editions. So with that said, we took a trade at 9:43. I am willing to take a trade after 9:40 provided we are not trading into news coming out at 10 o'clock. Today we did not have any news coming out at 10 o'clock, so was willing to take the trade. What I wanted was a close outside the band here, the channel. You'll see the purple line there. And I wanted it to be a close above the pivot point. So you can see we got that. And our indicator is above 20 here. The green is above the red, so went ahead and put our order in for a quarter above that. We had to sit through a little bit of the wiggles here, but obviously you can see that it worked out. It worked out well. So once we got our initial targets, then we just trail stopped it on the way up. The other option would have been if somebody were interested, and I was not, but after the fact you can always see when something works. We did have a pullback here to this middle line here, and so you get a close still above the middle line. Everything's still in line here, so if in a normal situation if you wanted to take that, I'm expecting another leg higher, then that would be great. We did have resistance right above us, so if somebody were to take that, they would be hoping that they would get through resistance, and you did in this case, so obviously it worked out well. We did not take that. And this is why I don't go counter trend. But anyway, this was a little after 11, and so we were, going, basically going sideways here for a little while. And so anyway, I kept thinking if we break below this area here, we are, likely going to go lower. We expected it at least to go down to our moving average, and unfortunately my timing was just off. Got in and wound up getting stopped out. We bounced before we went lower, so that one did not go as planned. But again, why I don't counter trend trade, and what I mean by that is I should have waited to break 1093 to get in, and unfortunately I didn't. I got in at 1093.25 I think, but anyway, that's just the way it is. So then we went sideways forever. Basically for almost 4 hours we went sideways, and we're all just kind of chomping at the bit. We expected that if we went lower, that we would drop like a ton of bricks if we got below the pivot point here. So we went sideways for, like I said, forever, and so we held this resistance area here. This was after 3. So we held resistance. We closed below the middle line here. Everything's in line for a short in the way of a range trade. Red is above the green. So we took this expecting to basically just get back down to this area of support. So that was our initial target. So we took our initial target, we took some off the table there, and we just left basically 1/3 open, expecting that, okay, well great, we might bounce here, or if we get through there, then we might stall in this area. Well, little did I know that basically that was like an amazing trade. So looking back at it now, I managed it poorly because I was out up here and was really thrilled with what we got out of it. But hey, it went on to be a huge winner if anybody stayed in it. But you have to manage it how you see fit. So basically we got out 2/3 at our initial target, not ever expecting that we would drop like this. We thought maybe we'd get, like I said, stuck in this area here, and so we just trail stopped as price continued down, and worked out fine on our final third too. Like I said, was really thrilled with what we got on it, and unfortunately, looking back, it could have been a whole lot better, but that's just the way it is. So this is the second day in a row that we actually wound up with taking a range trade, and we're just lucky enough to be able to ride it to a much further than our initial target. So like I said, I'm really loving these setups a lot. A close outside the channel would not have worked in this case, because you got your close outside the channel and you're rising above 20, but you have all this support below you, so you wouldn't know that you're going to get through that area very easily. But this pullback here to this midpoint, you could have taken that short. You stayed closed on this side of it. You could have put an entry under this bar here. Everything's still online here. Time of day, it's almost 3:30, so that would be up to the individual, but you could have taken that pullback to that middle line as well. So I hope that helps, and you can get a little more information at www.easyminitrade.com.